Josh Francis, everybody. Let him hear it. We said there's too many white people in Naples, and I said, fuck it, I'm bringing 15 to open up the show. Can never have enough. That's what my grandmother always told me. Can never have enough. No, good to be here in Naples. Love the women in Naples, right? So beautiful. Nothing sexier than a woman with a walker. I mean, that is... They can't get away, right? So... I live in Miami now. Nice to get out of Miami. Nice to see some real tits again. Yeah, it's great. And my girlfriend, she's one of the few women in Miami that doesn't have any work done yet. So hopefully she gets on that soon. I'm not gonna wait around forever. Miami's cool. I was on a yacht the other day. Well, not me, but a girl I follow on Instagram was on a yacht the other day. But she blocked me, so I'm no longer on the yacht. It's fun while it lasted. And I see a lot of these fake asses in Miami. Have you seen these tricksters? Yeah. Who's falling for a fake ass? You know, besides me, every time. Gets me every time. I went out with a girl that had a fake ass, and she's like, yeah, can you even tell? I was like, no, I thought you just sprained it. And I had no idea. She's like, yeah, doesn't it look natural? I was like, yeah, if you were in the NFL, it would be... But no, this thing was amazing. You know, felt just like a real dude's. You know, it's really great. What else? I saw my first dolphin the other day in Miami. What a beautiful animal the dolphin is, right? I mean, I think if I had to have sex with one animal again, it would be the dolphins. That's for sure. More of a manatee crowd, I guess. What's up with the manatees, right? They're just like diabetic dolphins. Yeah. All right, we'll wait for this guy to catch on. This is the hottest crowd we've ever had in Naples. You guys are filthy animals. I think I heard butt pussy last set, and you guys just let that slide. That's great. It's fucking unbelievable, man. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to top butt pussy. So if anybody's expecting worse than that, you probably get going. Yeah, Miami's fun, man. I live right next to Little Haiti. Yeah, who thought we needed to recreate that country? First one was doing so well. They were like, we gotta... Now, I feel bad for the people that make it all the way over here from Haiti. They arrive in Miami and we're like, hey, good news. Right back in there. I love living in Florida, though. No income tax, right? Now we just need an income. No, I get a lot of FOMO living in Miami. I'm sick of all these apps that are constantly making me feel bad about myself. You know, like Instagram and Bank of America. I actually went to go donate sperm a little while ago to make some money, and they told me I was too short. Yeah, and also that I was in the wrong building. Why'd you have to mention the short part? Alright, how are we doing over here, team? Alright, cool. Oh shit, what else? My grandmother just turned 95, she thinks. Nobody's really checking her math, but Yeah, we just had to put her in a home, which I'm not too thrilled about, because it's my home. And, so I want that bitch there, you know? My grandmother, she keeps falling for all these Indian credit card scams. And, yeah, you guys can relate to that one? That's cool. Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, I don't even do a great accent, but she keeps, cool. I had a good father. I never saw my father drink, smoke, or swear. You know, in fact, I never met him, but he was a good guy. No, I'm joking. My parents, they just celebrated their 40th wedding anniversary. Thank you. Yeah, despite my best efforts. And, yeah, I asked my father what it's like sleeping with the same woman for 40 years. He said, how should I know? He doesn't know. My father, he always had a saying. He would always say, don't talk to me until I've had my coffee. And he never drank coffee. That was more sad than anything. My father, he always told me I was a bit of a ladies' man. You know, well, lady boy was how he put it. But, I know what he meant. I grew up in a very strict Catholic household. You know, like I wasn't even allowed to masturbate unsupervised. Very strict. Very close with my siblings, though. You know, some may say too close. You know, like, did anybody else bathe with their siblings today? Just me. My sister, she just had a baby, in case you're not friends with her on Facebook. And, yeah, she made me the godfather, you know, which is a lot of pressure. Because now, if anything happens to this kid's parents, I'm the one responsible for driving them to the orphanage. You know? I'm very busy. I had to babysit one of my nephews the other day. I took him to the mall. As soon as we get there, he says, I gotta go to the bathroom, and I don't know how to wipe myself. So he's still in there. This is above my pay grade. I called my sister. I was like, this kid know how to wipe himself? She's like, yeah, he's just being lazy. I'm like, man, typical teenager. I will babysit my nephew, and sometimes he'll get hurt because I'll hurt him. And the other day I brought him back to my sister. She's like, what the hell happened? I was like, what? I think he's always been in a wheelchair. I can't remember a time when he didn't stutter. My niece, she's 5 years old. Her favorite word right now is God damn it. Yeah, we're still working on motherfucker. No, I don't know where this little cunt learned to talk like that inside the show. Oh, fun. I'm from Boston. I don't know if anybody else is white. Everybody here, cool. Boston just recently voted top 10 cities in the U.S. to live in by the KKK. Very white. All right, something like that. Cool. Great. Where's that been all set? It's the first time I heard that. I lived in, moved to Queens, New York for a little while, and yeah, fun fact about Queens, New York, there's actually more Dominican people living there than there needs to be. Good timing on that one. I lived in a pretty sketchy area though in Queens. Like every day I had to walk past 6 drug dealers just to get to mine. You know, so, I went to one of these rub and tugs. You guys ever been to one of these? Are you guys all liars? All right, cool. Now, in my defense, I didn't know it was a rub and tug, you know, until I went back the 35th time. I was like, something's different about this one. I used to see a lot of crazy stuff in New York. Like one time I saw an Indian couple with a Chinese baby. That was pretty wild, you know. That'd be like seeing a Latino couple without a baby. That would be crazy. My neighbor in New York, she had a 3-legged dog, and everybody thought she was a good person because she had a 3-legged dog. You know, I was kind of jealous of her. I always wanted to get a 3-legged dog, but they're tough to find like that, right? And then I realized, oh yeah, I can just make one. That's usually where we start losing people. Used to eat a lot of halal food in my neighborhood, and I found out that halal is actually Arabic for has hair in it. You know, it's really delicious. Just have a lot of homeless people in New York City. The homeless in New York City are very aggressive, right? Not just in bed either. I mean, they mean business. And one time I saw a woman holding a sign that said "homeless and pregnant." I was like, how do I get this lady out of my apartment? She's partying way too hard. Yeah. I had a guy threaten to murder me in a 7-Eleven one time. Yeah, thank God the cashier intervened and told him to do it outside. Really helpful. Got some, all right on time, baby, right on time. I had super annoying neighbors when I was in New York, always super loud, super loud. I'd always ask them to quiet down, but it never worked, you know, until finally I got one of those noise-canceling guns, and then they were very quiet. Yeah, I don't know, I used to love taking the subway in New York City. The subway in New York is incredible, right? It's like you get on in Brooklyn and then 10 minutes later, you're HIV positive. Be crazy. No, I actually had an HIV scare recently, but thankfully, I never got tested. Should be good. I used to always bring a book with me on the subway. You know, that way women would think I was a intelligent public masturbator. Right, they knew. I don't know, New York was scary though. I used to get really nervous walking home alone at night in New York. I mean, I can't imagine being the woman that I was following. You know, it was terrifying. I took an edible before flying recently because a friend of mine told me it would make the flight go by faster. What he forgot to mention though is that he's a fucking liar. Right? Yeah, longest flight of my life. And then we board the plane. Long trip. I was traveling with my girlfriend not too long ago, and you see a lot of these signs for be on the lookout for sex trafficking, which makes things really uncomfortable for me, you know, as a white guy with a Colombian woman in my suitcase. Makes it very tough. My girlfriend is from a really poor part of Colombia called Colombia. And I met her online. You know, well, I bought her online. She's sexy though. I think the sexiest thing about my girlfriend is her sister, for sure. Very sexy. My girlfriend's gotten very bougie though, now that she has clean drinking water. She's, the other day she was telling me how she needs the new iPhone. I was like, you don't need the new iPhone, all right? You need food, you need shelter, you need a boob job, but you don't need the new iPhone. Crazy. All right, 2 people are still on board here, that's great. She always wanted to go out for Colombian food. She's like, let's get Colombian. Let's get Colombian. I'm like, listen, muchacha, all right? This is America, right? We're having Mexican. Don't be ignorant. Yeah, if you've never been to a Colombian restaurant, just imagine a Mexican restaurant. Now you've been to a Colombian restaurant. Congratulations. She decorated our apartment all Colombian too. You know, we got a lot of like bright colors, tropical plants, bullet holes. We got it all. The other day, we were at Home Depot and we're checking out. We have a table under our carriage that they don't charge us for. And out loud, she's like, I think they forgot to charge us for this table. I was like, I think you forgot to shut the fuck up. What are you doing? I noticed that my girlfriend was crying the other day, so I did what any good boyfriend does and pretended not to notice. And, she kept crying, so I was like, hey, are you okay? She was like, do I look okay? I was like, you could probably lose a couple pounds. Right? Only 45 minutes left, guys. Buckle up. I'm joking. No, she actually asked me once. She's like, "Hey, would you stay with me if I got fat?" I was like, "Well, I'm still here. I should count for something, you know." Sounded like a guy clapping. No, she is illegal here, you know, so she's got to be on her best behavior, so she didn't get sent to Martha's Vineyard, and that's the last place she wants to be. We actually have a pretty good setup though. You know, she does most of the cooking and cleaning, and I don't call the authorities. You know, it works out pretty well. All right, where did we lose people? I asked her if I could film us having sex the other night. She said no, so gotta stop doing that. Now, she actually yawned during. Yeah, it's never the people you want to see. Right? I mean, hardly any kids. It's like, what do I... Boo is right. She got mad at me. She caught me looking at another woman. She's like, why are you staring at that woman's ass? I was like, honestly, I was tired of staring at her tits. I'm being totally... It's exhausting. She's like, no, you've been looking at that woman for the last 5 minutes. I was like, you're right, I should probably go talk to her. That's being rude at this point. Now, me and my girlfriend, we broke up. These are old jokes, so don't worry about her. Now, she actually moved out. You know, technically she's missing, but yeah, exactly. Whatever that means, that's great. Yeah, I did date a Latina woman for 6 months. I am a survivor. Thank you. Now, people say Latina women are crazy, and I think that's insulting to crazy. You know, I think it's there's medicine for crazy. You know, there's no medication for throwing shoes at you. No, my girlfriend never hit me. You know, only in self-defense, but that's, all right. She's the only one that likes domestic dispute jokes. All right. Yeah, I used to I used to like to play this game where I would leave my phone unlocked around her, and I'd call it Latina Roulette. You know, just hope for the best. Anyway, you know, I don't know, man. Thank you, woman, for this. Every time I forget a joke, she's there for me. Buy me some time. She told me she was just no longer feeling it. I was like, trust me, it's in there. It's definitely in there. No, she did though. She got pretty psychotic after we broke up. You know, I'm talking like hundreds of voicemails, death threats, slashed tires. She still won't get back to me. No, I don't have any hard feelings towards my ex, though. You know, I wish her nothing but the best kind of cancer. You know, she's all right, give me a laugh. Maybe I get No, I don't know. So I'm single now. Been doing single guy things like smiling. Stuff. Whenever I'm single, I wish I was in a relationship, and whenever I'm in a relationship, I wish I was in a house fire. Relationships are tough. I'm trying to do some dating. A friend of mine, he gave me that book on how to get a woman to do anything you want her to do. I don't know if you guys have read the Quran. That's very helpful. Some crazy women in Miami, though. I asked a girl out on a first date. I was like, what would you like to do? She's like, well, I'd really like it if I had a vibrator inside me and you were controlling it. I was like, yeah, I was thinking like mini golf. I guess that could work. Another girl, I asked her if she had any New Year's resolutions. She's like, yeah, I want to stop sleeping with guys on the first date. How about you? I was like, I want to start splitting the check. It's really important to me. Another girl, she told me that she took a blowjob class. Yeah, I didn't hear a word she said the rest of the day. It's very distracting. I feel like women talk about their vibrators too often, though. Maybe that's just my mother, but it's gonna be a lot. A girl went home with a woman one time, and she took out a vibrator almost immediately. I was like, at least give me a chance, you know? She's like, what? I think it'll just help. I was like, well, in that case, I should be able to use a brown paper bag. I think that'll. Yeah, well. This other girl, she had went home with her. She had an entire drawer full of condoms, and she's like, "Yeah, you can never be too safe." I was like, "I feel like you're being safe too often. There's a lot of safety going on here." The girl, she said, "Hey, just so you know, I have my period, so if you don't want to come over, I totally get it." I was like, honestly, I'm insulted, you know, that you'd think that'd be the only reason I'd want to hang out with you. And because of that, I'm unavailable the next 3 to 5 days. Very busy now. No, I don't know. I'm not great at sex, you know, but luckily, I always finish before she finds out. Very prompt. Now, I had a woman tell me I was great in bed once, but I had to pay extra for that. You know, it was not cheap. Yeah, one time a woman tried to choke me during sex. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Who kidnapped who here? And I thought, it's a dirty show, baby. You guys are fun. All right, thank you. All right. I don't know, man. Just start doing stand-up. People always ask you, they say, when are you going to be on Netflix, Chris? When are you going to be on Netflix? Like, I don't know. You know, probably when they find the bodies. You know, that's really it. Now, when I started doing stand-up comedy, I took a stand-up comedy course. The first thing they teach you is how to be an Uber driver. That's what you're going to be doing most of your life. I did drive for Uber for a while, but women don't love it when you're an Uber driver, right? You know, so I would always tell them that Uber is just a side gig for me. You know, my real passion is Lyft driver. You know, that's my true passion. You always pick up drunk women as an Uber driver. You know, and they're always saying the same annoying things, like, why are we in the trunk, and hell, things like that. Because they're hit and miss with these jokes. I got a moped recently, in case you're wondering where all the pussy is gone. Yeah, well, my moped got stolen, you know, but I'm not going to speculate about who might have taken it, you know, because I know a lot of good Cuban people, and all right, too hard on the Latinas tonight. We'll switch it up. I don't know. I've been having a lot of anxiety lately, like a real pussy, and I Googled it. Top 2 reasons you get anxiety: caffeine and alcohol. So I've had to totally cut out Google from my life. I'm not listening to that propaganda anymore. I've got ADHD too. Anybody else like making excuses? Yeah, ADHD is tough because you forget a lot of things, right? Like the other day I was on my way to work and I was like, oh shit, I forgot to have a job. You know, so, big part of it. I don't know, I tried mushrooms recently, but yeah, I don't think I did enough, you know? I still thought hiking sucked, let me tell you. Still not fun. More of a cocaine crowd, alright. I've only tried cocaine once, you know, because after that, it's just called doing cocaine. It's a loophole there. A lot of women in Miami, they love doing cocaine, and I don't understand why. You know, never understand why women want to do cocaine. It's like, did someone tell them they weren't talking enough? Like, that's all right. Whoever's gonna hate me already hates me, so that's us. You've already made your decisions. No. Fun fact for women actually live 5 years longer than men on average. Yeah, so that they can finish telling a really funny story. That's all right, that's too much. You guys have been a treat. I don't know, I see a lot of these electronic billboards in Miami now. Like the other day I saw one that had like a Shake Shack sign on it. I was like, oh my god, that looks so yummy. I want that in my mouth right now. Then by the time my buddy looked at it, it was a Magic Mike billboard. I was like, like I swear it wasn't that before. I go to the sauna a lot. I feel like whenever I go to the sauna, there will inevitably be a closeted gay man in there with me. You know, even when I'm alone. I mean, it is annoying. No, I'm not gay. I'm definitely not gay. Definitely not gay. Definitely not gay. It's what my dad made me say before bed every night. You know, I really didn't want to be gay. Affirmations is right, lady. How do we wrap this up, huh? You guys have been a treat. I stopped watching porn recently. Thank you. Yeah, well, mostly because I'm all caught up. You know, I finish every episode. I am exhausted. Actually went to my first gay bar not too long ago, you know, just to make sure. And yeah, I thought I was just going to see a bunch of guys blowing each other in the bathroom, but I was the only one. You know, just all right, should have ended with the porn one. Fair enough. No, I was getting harassed at this gay bar. You know, people kept coming up to me. They're like, "You may not be gay, but we can turn you." And I finally got sick of it. I was like, "Hey, any gay man that wants to try to turn me can suck my dick." You guys have been a treat. Thank you guys for coming to the Dirty Show. Give it up for everybody.